He's a great hitter, and he also pitches. He's Clayton Kershaw, who joins us now. Could you play a position and hit consistently?
Man, I would like to. Maybe you tell Donnie that stat, get me in that first base or center field or something. That would be awesome.
Okay, what position could you play?
Well, I played first base in high school. I'm not very fast, so I might have to stick with first base. Or if they kind of wanted to hide me a little bit, maybe just kind of put me out in right field and hope for the best. But that's probably all I got. Maybe center field if I worked on my speed a little.
All right, let's talk about your pitching. When's the last time you said to yourself, damn, I'm good?
Dan, I really don't say that too much.
Everybody else does.
Well, that's nice of them. I try not to. It's just you try not to think about it. I always say you're not as good as they say you are, and you're not as bad as they say you are. So I kind of stick with that motto.
When's the last time you had a bad day?
Pitching. That game in Arizona before the streak started, I gave up 7 at about before 2 innings. So it can happen pretty quick.
What goes through your mind, though, as it's melting down and everybody expects you to be great?
Yeah, expectations are going to happen. I think that means people expect you to do well, which is awesome. But yeah, you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have a game where you might. Well, hopefully it's not like that, but you're going to have a game where you're going to lose. So it's going to happen eventually. I just hopefully it's not anytime soon.
These guys say anything when they visit you on the mound? Has anybody ever said something really concrete, great advice?
AJ tries. AJ, I'm not the easiest to talk to as it is. I don't give him much at all. I'm just not I don't know why. I'm not very friendly. So AJ tries really hard when he comes out there. I threw like 5 balls in a row. He came out there yesterday and, just refocus. You got this guy, just, positive encouragement, which is awesome. But I just kind of stare at him with a blank face. So I don't think he thinks it's getting through.
You didn't even put your glove up to hide whatever you're saying or going to say?
I don't think I said anything, so there's no point in putting the glove up.
But you're different on the mound than you are. So 4 days, or that 5th day is when you're different. So the other 6 days out of the week, you're a different person.
I'd like to think I'm the same guy, just a little more competitive on that day, because that's the one day I actually get to compete. But I think my personality changes a little bit. I get a little bit more reserved would probably be the nice way to say it, and then grumpy would probably be the mean way to say it. So,
should pitchers be eligible for MVP?
I don't know. I think the MVP goes to the best player. So, if someone thinks the pitcher is the best player, then sure. But obviously, it's going to be more difficult for us because we don't get a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, but you're going to win the MVP this year, and Trout's going to win the MVP. So you guys are going to. Now it's going to stay in Southern California. I really believe that. You're going to be Cy Young MVP. You're going to go Verlander.
Well, that'd be obviously incredible. It's really too hard for me to think about right now with 2 months left, but that would be pretty impressive and pretty fun if I got to do that.
Where's the Cy Young?
Where is it?
Yeah.
At home.
I know,
Dallas.
but when I walk in, how long does it take me to find the Cy Young?
It'll take you a second, but you can find it. It's kind of it's a room right next to the right when you walk in, you turn left, and it's basically right there. So it'll take you maybe 5 minutes to find it.
But you have 2 of them.
I do. They're right next to each other.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have room for a third?
I have room for a World Series ring, so we're going to shoot for that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. Yeah. Clayton Kershaw, the Dodger pitcher and hitter, joining us on the Dan Patrick Show. What's ping pong for purpose? Are you one of those crazy ping pong guys that you go into the room and then you dominate everybody?
I'll tell you this. I thought I was that crazy ping pong guy. And then, we started going with this ping pong for charity event for our charity at Dodger Stadium. And, started playing. And I'm okay. I can beat some baseball guys and stuff. And we brought in two professionals. And they humbled me fast. They humbled me very fast. So, but yeah, it's an awesome event. It's going to towards some cool charities in L.A. and then over in Africa where my wife and I do some work. And it's going to be a fun event. It's September 4th at the stadium.
And you can go to KershawsChallenge.com for more information.
Yeah, KershawsChallenge.com. That's all about our charities and stuff.
But when you go to Africa, does anybody recognize you when you go to Africa?
No, not unless I play soccer or rugby.
What if you wore your full uniform in Africa? Would they still not know who you were?
I don't think they'd even bat an eye. No. Mm-mm.
But that's great to have a place where you can escape to.
Well, it really is an amazing country. I learn something every time I go over there. Obviously sports, it's such a luxury here and we take for granted getting to play it. But, over there, it's kind of more about getting the basic needs met as opposed to getting to play a sport. So that's something to keep in perspective always.
One other thing I was going to mention, Big Blue Fantasy Football League, proceeds benefiting a variety of charities there. So the draft is August 22nd at Dodger Stadium, right?
It is, yeah. You play fantasy football?
I'm in rehab right now.
Oh, okay. See, I'm getting close to rehab. This is going to be my third league, but we're basically Adam Wainwright had the great idea: get a bunch of teams involved and play fantasy football for money. So it's bigleagueimpact.com to sign up, and money's going to some great causes based in all of our hometowns. So in LA, we're going to an orthopedic hospital for kids. So it's an awesome play fantasy football for charity. It's a great idea.
Now, don't you have to take Matt Stafford in every one of your leagues since he's your buddy?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good pick too. I mean, not just like the homer pick. I think I'm looking for some good things for Matthew this year.
If I say Dexter Fowler, does that name ring a bell?
Yeah, he'd be on my fantasy team.
Okay,
for sure.
He's got the most hits off of you of anybody.
I know that.
Why does Dexter Fowler have 18 hits off of you? Does that sound right?
Well, yeah, I mean, he rakes me. I don't know. Ask him. But when I got texts from guys on the team because everybody knows that. And when he got traded to the Astros in the offseason and, out of our division. And everybody was just so happy for me. And I was too. It was awesome.
I would think if they're going to, you get some slugger out of your division, you get Dexter Fowler, who's a 270 hitter, but he owns you. I love that. Every one of you great pitchers has a guy who owns you, and it's usually not a big-name guy.
Oh, and we all know it, too. I think we had another one just get traded out that has 3 career homers off of me, Chris Denorfia. And, he got traded to the Mariners at the trade deadline, and I was pumped about that, too. It was awesome.
We got Mattingly's jersey from when he got tossed from a game earlier this year?
I did not.
I made him a bet. I said, look, don't get tossed. There's no reason to get tossed. And he said, you're right. And he goes, if I get tossed, I'll send you the jersey from that game. So he got tossed. And then he got tossed again. And I said, I want the pants. I could have a whole mannequin of Mattingly. Well, you guys are playing well now. But, he sent me the jersey. You haven't gotten tossed, right?
Well, I've gotten ejected not for arguing, but for the ball slipping and me hitting a few guys. I got ejected this time. Yeah.
How can you make it look like it slipped?
I don't think you can. I mean, I think it's just you're going to hit guys, and it's going to be for hopefully the right reasons, and people are going to, and it's going to be debated about forever. But it's part of the game, and you're going to do it to protect your guys. I'll never do it first, but you just want to make sure you protect your guys.
And why didn't you want to talk about? You say you don't talk about individual players. So when the whole confrontation, you against Mike Trout. So why?
No, that wasn't that really. I think I was just getting tired of talking about it. That whole series, it was.
Oh, okay.
And it was amazing. And Mike Trout's an awesome guy. I love talking about him. He's so fun to watch. One of my favorite players, best player in the game. But I gave up 3 runs, and I gave up hits to pretty much their whole lineup that day, and everybody wanted to dissect the 3 at bats to Mike Trout, and I'd rather just talk about the whole game.
So it's ping pong for purpose. You can go to KershawsChallenge.com, and also for the Fantasy Football League, you can go to BigLeagueImpact.com. Those are the websites?
Yes, thank you.
All right, buddy. Good to talk to you again. Congrats, and keep raking.
All right. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Clayton Kershaw.